everyone, wherever you are. What's up, Wagwan? Good morning, good evening, good night. Today is gonna be fire. Welcome to the Wellness Podcast, and today we're gonna be discussing some fire topic. You guys, I don't think you guys are ready. Different ideas, different mindsets. Stay tuned. I'm joined in by my co-host, the one and only
Cheche in the building. It's the one and only baddest influencer. Kindly follow me on Instagram and follow our Instagram page. And then today's topic is going to be fire. I told you guys that I'm going to be bringing the heat. I am bringing the heat today. Let me introduce my guest before we start on with the topic of today, so that you guys can know who we're with in the studio.
Hey.
On my left-hand side, we have
Wacera, lawyer, advocate, in training, big mouth, big thoughts, big heart, child of God, not adult of God, child of God. And that's on baby girl.
Dio hivyo.
So, the other side, we have our one and only.
Hey, Nelson Obiambo right here, Chief Bazenga. Let me just say, Jack of all trades, Pale.
Hey!
And today, it's gonna be fire. But me nimekuja kupoesha your motto. I say I'm the cooler box, ready to cool up the things.
Anaona yeye ndio hata. Wacha.
My brothers, I'm representing you guys.
Brothers who?
Yeah, I'm 2 in 1 today.
Wacha tuone. Anyway, the topic for today is love
or submission.
Can
you come in from outside?
It's like today it's kumwamwa.
But today it's either submission or love. Or how do you guys put it? Is it love and submission? Or love is submission? Today is a hot topic, Manzi. Today is a hot topic. Wacera, define for us what you mean by love or submission.
Please.
Alright. This is, according to Google, who's your friend? Love encompasses a range of strong and positive emotional and mental states, from the most sublime virtue or good habit, the deepest interpersonal affection, to the simplest pleasure. That's love for you, according to Wikipedia. According to the Oxford Dictionary, submission is the action of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person.
Authority.
You put it like that, it sounds aggressive.
Authority.
And I need to be negative, though.
No.
We need to have those definitions from different sources. I mean, those sources, they sound like they're against us.
Okay, Chief, define your love.
Kabla tufike hapa tumalize tu mtu anaitwa. Let's finish with Cheche and you, because hey, this side.
Anaona sasa yeye ndio kona
yake.
Basi Cheche tueleze.
For me, I think love is a feeling. You know, love is it comes from the heart. It's a feeling that's
looking for a pen because I have so many objections already.
Yes, so for me, when we talk about love, I view it as a feeling of which grows inside someone's heart. Love is universal, but in this perspective, we're talking about love or submission in relationships and marriages, yeah? So when you talk about love in relation to relationships, for me, I'd think that it's the art of being able to respect your partner, being able to make sure that your partner is comfortable around you, being able to make sure that your partner feels taken care of and feels okay being around you, being themselves around you. I think that is how I would describe love from my side.
Interesting. Respect. So for someone to be loved, they have to be respected or to respect.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They have to be made to feel comfortable.
Okay. That's your safe space. That's your home from the crazy world out there.
Yes.
Not the other way around.
For me, I think love is... I've always felt that, I know it might come off wrong, but when you love someone, you put their need, when you love someone, you put their needs before yours? Think about it. Nilijua.
I'm boiling.
It's like no, that
I agree
that's,
but disagree.
yeah, that's why I'm saying inaletanga controversies nikisema hivyo, because we feel when you love someone, there's that need of compromising. Sindio? So this is when you put their needs. If someone does not like eating ugali every day, then you must have to compromise some days for you to eat ugali.
Right.
Sindio? That's what I mean. It's not ati sasa unajichukulia faladush. Unaget? It's not that you just now become a slave to love where you just give without understanding the reason as to why you're giving.
Yes, Shera.
See, even though
No. Yeah, like
but
I agree.
You have to put some limit to how you're putting their needs before yours.
Yes,
That's basically it.
But then again, you can't love somebody. You can't give out love if you don't love yourself enough.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's basically what.
So just don't give it out.
left and kidogo. Of course, lazima nijipende ndo niaccommodate to say, because then I'm also learning to feel myself within that love.
Alright.
Yeah, Shera. Yes.
Okay, sawa. Ongea.
First of all, Cheche said love is a feeling. It is, but it's also a choice. Feelings are so temporary. Oh my God. The day your partner comes to you, whether you're living together or not, and you've had such a crazy day, and they probably come to you with, I don't know, a question that would disappoint you or annoy you, or they do something that just asks you, that day you might not love them as much as the day you first started loving them.
That's true.
But you choose to love them.
Yeah.
And in you choosing to love them is where you understand that their needs will come before yours at times, like Daphney said, but that does not mean that you need to decrease or degrade what you feel for yourself. That's where the concept of boundaries come in. That's where the concept of boundaries come in.
Hey, it's already getting hot. Who has a fan here?
Chief, speak to us.
What I'm going to say, for me, from my point of view, is that love is a result and submission is the act. Let me explain.
I agree already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be given something, man.
No, it's normally how you finish the essay.
The one person I thought I was gonna fight me here is agreeing with me.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
To start
with.
It's a soft war.
The Bible itself. I'm coming from the Bible because I'm a fan of the good book. Inasema, the man should love the wife as he does love himself. Love and care for the wife as he does for himself. The woman should submit to the man.
True.
Let me tell you something. Submission, you're acting, you're submitting to your man. The man is giving you results by loving you and caring for you. But hey,
Chief, I have a question for you.
Shoot,
What's the definition of submission?
Submission.
Yes.
It's more like I don't know. I'm going to put this as uncontroversial as possible, but it's more like you're choosing to be not, like they say, under is going to bring a lot of fights. Not to be under someone. It's more like you're choosing to follow.
He's the head, you're the neck.
He's the head and you're the neck. You're choosing to support.
No, it's
not blindly support. Not blindly support.
It is not. It is like that.
He's the head, you're the neck.
Not
Yeah,
blindly
in terms
support.
of support.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're choosing to follow this person. You're submitting to this person. And this person seeing that, of course, if they are well versed and if they are responsible, they're going to see that if this person is submitting to me, this person is following me, so I gotta act up. I have to behave like the head. Nafaa kushikilia hii kitu, nafaa kusongesha hii train vizuri.
And how would you differentiate submission and love?
Like I said, submission is the act. Love is the result.
So, this is maybe from personal experience. Before I can submit to you as a man,
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
you
Might be,
love
yeah.
me. Like we've gone to the Bible definition, yeah? We're Christians here.
Yeah.
Very spiritual, less religious, to be honest, personally. But love me like Christ loved the church.
Yes.
That's what the Bible says. You love your woman like Christ loved the church. And then us women will submit to you.
And it comes
You,
automatically.
yes, you as the man, first of all, for you to show me that you're a man, you just said you're the head, yeah? You're the one who's driving this train. If you're driving this train left, right, center, up, and down, how can I be submissive to you as a man? You demand respect from me as a man, but are you worth it?
Respect is not given, it's
And
earned.
there's the genuine respect that you give every human being.
Mm-hmm.
But who you are will show itself from how you love me, how you lead me as the head. How, like the Bible says, you leave your parents' home to come be with your wife. Say that you move in with your wife at her home or her parents' home.
No.
It's that you will live where you were born and go start your own life. The Bible also says that house and wealth is inherited from the father. So it's okay. Come show me all the money you have, show me all the investments you have, all the things you can do, but good fortune comes from a wife. So, I agree. I will submit to you if you're worth it. I'll not submit to you. I'll
Just
not show
'cause
you
you're a
respect
man.
just because you're a man. Now we're dating, and I can see behind closed doors you're over here acting like a kehe, and then you want me to respect you up there. Ngumu. It's small hard.
Ngoja, hata before
It's
Chief
small
was here,
hard.
let me add on this. And I like giving this example. It's like a man. He's not as wealthy and ado, but we're living together. He wakes up in the morning and then anafanya kazi ya 1, 2, 3. Aniletea like 500 bob on the table and said, this is my hard work for today. You know? Even me as a woman, I'll be like, the respect that this guy has gone out to fend for us, for me, I will submit to him. And maybe I'm a working wife, I am a mother, I have all those duties. Nime come home, nime beat. Then you still want to come and order me and tell me sijui hujapika, hujafanya. Why don't you just come and ask me, hey babe, is there food? Can I help? Can I do this? I've seen put in some effort in the relationship. I will definitely submit. In as much as I'm tired, or I'm cramping, or I'm having my own emotions, I will go to the kitchen and make for you food. I will go and dress in those lingerie.
Thank you.
And make you feel good. But if you come home, make that 500, you've drunk it all, you come home and disrespect me, you come unitukane, you start,
trying to think that
sasa wewe ndio
you can
mwanaume
keep the
ati
babe.
unakuja nikutolee socks, nikuoshe miguu.
I'll do that if you're worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying. That is how submission is. But does our generation know that?
Hey, my fellow guest, Pale story are worth it. Please divide. What is this worth it?
Being worth it. Let me tell you, yeah.
Because I feel like this worth it thing varies for everyone.
Yeah, no, it does, and it's
Varies
okay.
for everyone.
Now,
So,
let me tell you this. There are those girls who have the standards of my man must have made he makes this amount of.
let's not
No,
talk about
listen.
that. Let's talk
I'm
about
right.
you.
Can I? No, it's not personal. It's not personal. But I'm telling you, the fact that you're saying it varies, I need to explain why it varies. Because every girl, and same way, every man has different standards. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Period.
So, you who says, oh, I can't be with that girl because of ABCD, it's okay. There's someone who sees that girl as
Gold.
the wife.
The ruby.
The wife. And that's fine. That's true. That's fine. You're going to say, I can't be with a girl who's been with some men. And that's okay. There are those who don't mind it. There are those who don't at all.
Mm-hmm.
There are girls with standards that are like, okay, He must come from a rich family. He must be rich himself. He must have gone to certain schools. He must have, because first of all, this sounds so mean, but if my parents put in the effort to educate me, and that's what I took up, and that's my lifestyle, from experience, I don't think I can be with someone who does not see the value in that. You don't have to be on the same education level as I am, but do you see my value in terms of my career? Or because you don't understand it, you'll always talk down on me because let's say you've taken a different venture and you started making money early and now you think, oh, I'm a bum because I'm still in school. Like, are you mad? Are you crazy? No. Then, let me tell you, if you're worth it, you come home. Yeah? You've had a tough day. I got home maybe before you. I've also had a tough day. I know my man needs to eat. So whether I cook or I order in is neither here or there. Because that's my concept now. Yeah? Don't force me to cook when I'm tired. If I text you in the evening, man, I've had such a long day, could you please pick up some food? That doesn't make me any less than. Once we get to the house together, I will serve you gladly. You bought the food, that's an issue because we're both making money. Like, it's okay, it's fine. We have our financial structure set up the way it should be set up. But I will serve you like the king you are. You come home tired, I'll take off your coat for you. I will cater to you. But let me tell you something. For me to do that for you, I must feel your love. And you men are more showers than you are in terms of speaking. If a man tells you, and ladies, just get this from the word go. When you meet someone, when you meet someone, before he can give you all these promises of the things that he's going to do, it's a small act of service. That 5, 7 love languages?
Yeah.
You just can't have one. We all eat from all of them, but it's just for some people, one is above the other, they prefer this. But it's a small act of service, and not just to you, to himself. Does this man know how to take care of himself? Does this man pay his bills on time? If he can, and when he can. What's this man like with people, the laborers when you go to public places? What is he like? Right?
That's like the top one.
Yeah.
Respect.
The respect he gives to people he doesn't know. What's his history with his friends like? I'm not saying just because a guy chills with guys who are fishy and all that, like, that's whatever, that's for you to figure it out. But what do his friends take him for? Is he respected amongst his peers? Who are his friends? Does this guy have mentors? Does this guy know boundaries? What is he like with his family? At his workplace, is he respected? Even if he's not at the top chair, does he respect his colleagues? What's this guy's reputation with ladies?
You see every girl.
Let me tell you, it's okay.
That's my idea.
Hi, Han.
This is the thing. It's okay. We have all had a phase.
A whole thing.
We've all had a phase.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But how does he treat the opposite gender? Does this guy talk negatively about other women in your presence? Because I kid you not, sweetie, once you guys are done, he's going to be talking negatively about you.
Does he say kwani sisi ni wanawake?
Sisi
ndo wanawake.
What
do you mean? Wanawake. Is he cultured? Is he cultured? What are his traditions? You know? What is his morning routine like? Is this the kind of person who, sorry to say, you wake up, unless you're a content creator, if you believe in God, do you say a word of prayer? Does this guy, girl, if you believe in God, does this guy lead you to God or lead you further away from the Lord?
Olo, Iga.
Yeah.
Olo.
Does he pray?
Does he pray?
Behind every successful man, I agree, there's a strong woman.
A
That's
prayerful
true.
woman.
A prayerful woman.
Thank
But
you.
what are you doing?
But what are you doing, you as the mom? Because remember, women, fine, you've loved us. We'll submit. You found me, and as women you're told, hide yourself in the Lord so that this man who comes looking for you must go through the Lord first to get you. Because if that relationship is not a kingdom relationship, if that relationship is not sent by God, I kid you not, you will cry. And they're not premium tears. Those are not premium tears. Those are tears sent to kill you. But you've hidden yourself in the Lord. Things will go shwa, shwa, shwa. That relationship will end. And when it ends, you will say, God, it's a blessing.
Who will say that?
You, as a woman, you will say it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Because it led you further away from God.
You know, I'm going to insist on that thing that I said. Love is a result, and submission is the act itself. You know, I've had all these things that you're like, it's a whole mark sheet, a whole list, you know? I feel like almost every woman has a list.
You should. You
Can't
should.
just be like that.
You just can't be dating just any man.
I didn't say it's a problem.
No.
I know all you have lists, you know, and she has outlined the whole list of things. But what is it that, like, I also respect what you said. You said that respect and something else is earned. You know,
Respect is not given, it's earned.
it's earned, which means in the Bible, again, has also mentioned as combined love and respect at some point. What is it that you're doing to earn those things from the man? Because let me tell you something. You all have had this story. But let me just give you an example. Have you ever dated a person and then you're like, oh, say this person is not doing this, he's not doing that, he's not doing this. Then this person dates someone else, starts doing everything that you are saying.
They are not the one for you.
No, don't use that excuse with this one. No.
No, it's the truth.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, yeah? I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. Respect is a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
And it has to be earned. And for me to be able to give respect to you, you have to earn it. It's not a one-sided coin, it's a two-sided coin. I know I also need to earn this respect from you. But this is where you... boys, because the men are... Not you personally, but like, you know, the boys who don't know what they're doing with their lives. Yeah. The boys, even those who are 40, they're boys if they don't know what they're doing with their lives. So this is where they go wrong, right? Us women are very vulnerable. So as you men, but you remember that it's the man who goes out to hunt.
Not the woman who goes out hunting.
It's the man who will seek after the lady. Listen, it's the man who will seek the lady before the lady can, you know, like, I mean, if I see a guy somewhere, I might even see him before he sees me, like, oh, he's cute, okay. And maybe if he notices me, okay, cool, and then he'll approach me. Because you men love to chase, right?
It's a fact.
Yeah, you love to chase. If a lady just throws herself at you,
That's true.
Problems.
But then,
now, listen.
hey!
But now listen, right?
Yeah.
If you don't give me reason to respect you, I'll just give you the bare minimum. And because I'm vulnerable, and because sometimes, so I've fallen in love with him, I'm going to withhold the mistreatment. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to allow myself to be mistreated by this guy because he says he loves me and he does the things that I expect him to do and more. But with that comes the concept of love bombing, because with him doing all those things for me, he knows I'll never leave. So he mistreats me. He'll be very rude. He could even get physical. He could even, come in with his madarao. He's critical of not just me, but everyone else around me. And sometimes this also extends to him being critical with his own friends, his own family. You ask yourself so many questions. So, for him, sawa, see, he's loved you. Easy, that's cool. That's nice. That's cool, that's nice. He's loved you the way you want to be loved. He's giving you everything. But he's going to take you out for dinner to a very nice place. And this is where I think us women go wrong, because we think love is just material fact. Love is mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. He's going to go out with you, take you to nice places. He'll post up for your girls. He's going to propose with I don't know, the biggest ring ever. He's going to take you on these trips. But behind closed doors, he still has to buy you a lot of makeup to cover up the blisters you have on your face and on your neck and on your arms.
I support what you said to some point. She's actually right about what she said. And that's why I'm going to keep insisting on what I've just said. Love is a result. Submission is the act. It's true that men hunt. We like hunting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, let me tell you something. It's said that men fall in love with what they see, right? And women what they hear, which I really don't think at some point, but kinda, that's what they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't you feel that it's how you present yourself in the beginning that determines how that man will treat you?
Yes, it does.
Don't you think that
It
that's
does.
true?
It
Because
does.
let me
It
ask you a
does.
question. If you watched Think Like a Man, right?
Yes.
You saw when the lady came in, the lady was standing outside the car, and then the lady was like, the guy literally just went and got into the car, and the lady's like, I've been told I can't date someone who doesn't open a door for me. Then the guy just drove off. It was like a joke, but he came back. If you start setting those standards in the beginning, that man will automatically, he'll be like, listen, uni mtu wa kuheshimu.
I agree.
I have to do this.
I agree.
And Jackie, kuna there are some people, day one, you've already started allowing some things to happen to you. Like you're allowing it. The man will see it as this one is how it is.
Oh my God, 100%.
Look at the car. Angalia gari. There is the way a Range Rover should be treated, and there is the way a Toyota will be treated. Listen,
No offense to those people who have Toyotas.
No. Me and my friend.
It's okay, dreams are valid. Dreams are valid. We'll all be riding in choppers.
As
Very
long as you are aiming for the high end one, but I'm not saying I like big cars. It's not a problem. But what I'm just saying
You're
is,
a big man. You can only drive big cars.
but you should see me in a Benz.
Hey!
That's
a big machine.
No, are we talking big size?
I'm not talking about physically.
No.
We're not talking about physically.
Mercedes is the new Toyota.
Well, sir.
It's true, because
We're not talking about the size of the car. We're talking about the value of the car.
When you compare a Mercedes to the Chrysler,
I beg, I said,
Olo,
I said,
you cannot.
I said.
You cannot.
But can you compare Mercedes with a Toyota?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You're using this. But listen, this is what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
How you present yourself in the beginning will determine whether that man, how that man will treat you or do it.
But don't you think there's some situations where you can tune a man?
Yeah, there are, for sure.
Terrible mistake.
No, listen, no, okay,
No,
what do you mean by
no,
but
no,
like,
no,
you
no,
level up
no.
together.
Yeah.
There's leveling up, but listen,
Yeah.
there is leveling up together, and there is this one that is done nowadays. Oh, this lady just wants to change you. I can change him.
No,
The moment you
that's
start thinking like
See?
that, you're done.
his mother could not change him.
You cannot
His
teach an
sister
old
could
dog.
not change him.
His ex-fiancé could not change.
That's a personal one.
Listen, I'm going to with this point. Love is a result. Submission is the act. Let me tell you, if you accept to be mistreated or to be disrespected, you will be from the beginning.
Now let me tell you. This is the thing. Hey, are you ready?
Yeah.
You're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, your partner is a direct, literally, that reflection on the mirror. Direct reflection of who you are. If in the beginning you told this guy, this is what I like, this is what I need, this is what I expect, and he gave, there's nothing wrong with having a list of standards. Otherwise, you're going to be laying around with literally anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
You go to a supermarket,
Mm-hmm.
you know there's so
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
but yo.
Looking at me as if I've seen Hey, yo.
Someone could be thinking that.
yeah, but
When you're
listen,
going to buy a Range Rover, you know that this thing has maintenance costs. Men
yes.
settle with the women they can afford.
Now,
Simple.
let
Women
me
they can
tell
give
you.
You
Let
can-
me tell
just
you.
a moment.
Let
You
me-
cannot
no,
buy
no, no.
Mercedes if
And you can't afford it.
And you can't
And this
even
is the
maintain a
thing.
bit. How?
You can't be a businessman with no business to show for it. Yeah, and you're living in a house that's eating up literally half of what your father left you, and then after that you're living hand to mouth, and all the phone calls you keep getting are for money that you owe people. Never a phone call that you make that someone owes you money. Yet you're here saying that you want to go where, do what? I beg. Don't carry me for idiot. Don't carry me stupid. Huh?
You see the baby?
In the beginning, you have set your standards as a lady, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And he's matching up to them. Because then, kale kapesa kameingia. Yeah? Then, he's driving that kaka that he's hired. You know? After 1 month, I beg, you are going to suffer. Girl, don't forget you still have your parents' house. You can
I
go home
disagree
to.
with you on that one.
Ah,
What do you mean? What do you mean? I beg,
Men,
calm down.
no, let me tell you.
What do you mean that she's going to suffer?
No, you will, like you will suffer.
The same standards you're setting, make sure you as an individual
No,
can meet
listen.
your own standards. Because
Listen, for you to get those standards, you also need to have been in those standards. And that's what I'm saying. You can always go back home, even if it's your own home or your own parents. The first month was good, it was amazing, and it was beautiful. Listen. He said and he showed that he can do A, B, C, D. You know honeymoon phase, honeymoon period. Yeah, that's when he did all that. Then, pole, still things are changing. And it's one thing for things to change financially. It's another thing for this man to start disrespecting you again.
Mm-hmm.
After he's shown you, starts to make your box, okofiti. Hey, things start changing. You're like, this is not what I signed up for. That's where you run. Run, my sister, run.
Can I ask you a question?
And not just the ladies, even the men too.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm a strong believer in the fact that some of these characters that you're talking about, like these things that starts manifesting later on in the relationship, these are things you can see in the beginning.
To be honest, yes. It's the red flags.
You just choose to
I
learn
mean,
to the
you
red
just
flag.
choose-
people are
To
like,
learn
just-
to the red
For
flag.
some reason in the beginning, yeah, because you can't get someone 100%, and you go with that notion, oh, okay, he's showing that he's a nice guy and all that. Let me give him the benefit of doubt. Girl, 3 months down the line, that benefit of doubt has doubted. Leave. Because the red flags that you didn't see in the beginning, go.
men also, please, red flags are many. Please don't be focusing on physical thing. Let me tell you something.
That's why I
But
said
that's what
mentally,
you guys-
spiritual. No. Men are physical beings. It's okay. It's okay. Fine. It's okay. A man will see a lady and will be like, "That's the one. That's the one I want." I mean, I know that men who can sleep with literally every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but it's okay. See, everyone has their own choice. At the end of the day, if you're dating to be married, marriage is not everyone's goal, and that is fine. But as you get to know this person, are your principles aligning? Are your values aligning? Is it suddenly becoming dismissive to things that you're saying? Are you going to tell him, oh, there's this investment plan I can tell you about, not for us to do it jointly, but I also want you because I'm in it, come along, right? And then he's like, okay, fine, because you're a woman, you don't know what you're saying, because you're younger. You're not mature enough to know what you're talking about. And then he goes and sits with his, 40-year-old friends, and they tell him the same exact thing, and then he comes and tells you, I was told ABCD, and you ask me, isn't that what I told you?
Isn't that a red flag in itself?
It is. That's what I'm saying.
Who doesn't
Leave.
have his own stand, like has to. First of all, let me tell you, ladies, I'm gonna tell you this thing for a fact. If your man is the type that goes to discuss, ask his friends, what do you think? Let my friend leave that place. That one, they said the government will decide your relationship. Don't even all of that. The thing is, don't you feel that submission plays a very big role in a relationship? There are men.
It does.
Have you noticed there are men that are motivated, like you motivating your. Sometimes you can motivate your man and you know you know. Some of these things you want from the man, from how you carry yourself with the person, can motivate him to be better. Kindly note, not a boy, a man. There's a big difference between boys and men.
That part.
So if you're out here, there can be a 50-year-old boy and a 20-year-old man. It's very possible. It's very possible.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's a man that can see how you're portraying yourself. Yes, he might not be from a rich background or anything, but you're well off, you're fine. When this guy is looking at you and he's like, there's a way you're inspiring him. And at the same time, you're giving the man. Let me give you an example. There was a time I was in a matatu, which is rather interesting. So I was with this lady in the mat. So this lady, what she does, we were going together. Now I had money in the M-Pesa, so I was like, you know what? Just kill this and I pay you. She chucked the cash. I don't know why they like doing that. Passed the cash under the seat, gave me the cash, and then I paid the match. Already you're like, okay. Seeing that she that's a form of submission.
Yes.
That's a form. And you're there like, let's not go in Cheche, come on. A man will actually look at and be like, listen, I gotta level up. I have to level up. But a boy will always give you excuses.
Yeah, but see, those are the ones that are out here nowadays.
No.
This whole bell is full of boys.
No, there are men. It's
Okay,
like
disagree.
It's like us saying all women are after money.
I disagree.
It's
Money,
like
okay. First of all, there's nothing wrong with being after money.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a man's money, because the plan is not to be a rich man's wife. The plan is to be
the rich wife.
Like, I need to have my own money as well, not just his. Like, listen, I have my own money, yeah, but tell me, you want to go for what? Brunch with your girls? You want to go to the spa? You want to travel? You want to go on a solo trip? Okay, just give me the details, I'll pay. I said I want to go. I'm not saying I want your money, but you decide to pay for me. Huh? No, I'm a baby girl. But now, this is the thing. This is the thing. We don't just have boys. I disagree, guys. We don't just have boys. We also have men. That one is a fact. I know for sure.
If
We also
you
have
are
men.
attracting boys, you need to check what you're doing wrong. If you are attracting boys,
That one has hit home, and I agree.
if I am attracting girls, I need to see what I'm doing wrong.
But
You attract what you are.
Okay, that's good. But the
And
reason why I said that,
You attract what you are.
it's fine. But the reason why I said
Zinyo
that
Lobodo over
is because it's because majority of our generation, I also want to say this to girls, is that when we get into relationship, it always has to be nimeenda kutafuta kitu. You get?
Which is okay.
Which is fine. But it's never like I really want to be with this person in the long term.
Yeah.
You see, so it's usually like, it's just 1 month. Let me just sleep with this person for 1 month and entertain. Else, during that time, you're not focusing on.
let me ask you.
But no, you're not really focusing on. Okay, this lady is really good. Can we have kids together? Because when you start,
If that's your aim.
if you start aiming on that, then you start focusing on building yourself with this person towards that goal. And for me, honestly, I feel like a lot of people don't have that.
Don't have what?
Don't have that thinking. It's always like short term. That's why you're finding either you're dating someone for a few months or it's because we don't want long-term relationship.
And you know what, Daphne, I agree with what you're saying, but also we need to respect and accommodate everyone whose target is, I'm not dating to get married, I'm just dating for fun. I just want to see what this person is like. I want, oh my god, they do this, they play this, I want to enter into that world. That's okay. If that's what you want, no one is demonizing you for it. Where you go wrong is the fact that you don't clarify that from the word go. Because you're coming out here.
You lead people.
You're coming out here. You're coming out here with a broken heart, unhealed trauma. No, you don't even feel a need to work on it, and then you go seeking innocent people who are just chilling and enjoy life. You lie to them, koso, and then we go around breaking hearts. Let me tell you, we are a lot of broken people out here. But if you're genuinely a nice person, learn your boundaries, but don't stop being a nice person because of what. Don't make your husband suffer for what your boyfriends did. Don't make your wife suffer for what your girlfriends did. Just don't. But also, there's something else, and take this as you will. And me, I'm not advocating for cheating or anything like that. But ladies, gentlemen, don't let your girlfriend or your boyfriend stand in the way of you finding your husband or your wife.
Yeah.
Manze, you'll know within the first 3 months, you'll know. Umse Z. But as a lady, just sometimes nakwanga ngumu kutoka. And you can threaten a couple of times kutoka. Ile siku, your relationship itaisha in whatever way or form. Yeah? Please. There's still room for your husband to be found.
Why are you contradicting yourself?
I'm not contradicting myself.
Listen to this thing.
I'm not contradicting myself.
You've just mentioned one thing.
What should I agree with?
When you're beginning a relationship, you need to clarify what is your goal of this relationship.
Yeah.
If it is marriage, make it clear.
Yeah.
If it is relationship, generally, this relationship between man and woman, according to missionaries and everything, says it should lead to marriage, or there should be something. There should be something that links that.
It could be a business arrangement.
I personally think relationships are like businesses.
Yes.
You cannot just get into a business unajua hakuna kitu inatoka, but there is no direction in this business you're getting in there. That's the whole idea. But again, that idea of saying don't let your boyfriend stop you from getting your husband. Why do you even have that boyfriend in the beginning?
By that I mean.
Leave her.
Yeah, you give up because that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just because we're dating doesn't mean, and I feel like the things I'm not okay with, and we've talked about it, and they are still, continuing or even being made worse. I'm not going to be a prisoner of that relationship because there's good form. It gets better. Even if you have a Mercedes Benz, there's a better car. Even if you have a Chrysler, it's a better car.
I want us to discuss this topic from a different perspective. Love exists in courtship, submission exists in marriage. You can have a relationship during courtship but there's no submission and you're still happy during courtship. But for the marriage to last, submission has to be the top thing that comes before love.
It's true. Because love is, like I said, love is a result. You have to submit to receive.
So now,
There's something.
welcome.
There's something I want to ask, or rather point out.
Yeah.
There's a thin line between submission and what's the other word?
Love.
Not love.
Submission and manipulation.
And manipulation.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, it is true.
Yes, I do.
Because we find some people who are blindly submitting to situations where you're just like, for example, your girls are being, or even men, being battered out here in the relationship, and now you call that love. So that's true.
No, but I think when you talk about love, from different people, different perspectives, there's a girl I know of, she knows that her own perspective of love is, if my boyfriend beats me, that means he loves me.
That is
That
confusion.
one is
No, wait. If I do something wrong and my boyfriend beats me, that's love. I completely disagree with that, but then that's their own perspective of love. That is what they have been brought up to believe, and which for me it's wrong. But again, that is me personally.
A
It's
wrong
wrong.
perspective
For them,
is a wrong perspective.
for
regardless of
me,
where it's coming
for
from.
me,
Yeah.
for them, it's okay. And I have no right to wake up and tell that person, walk away from that relationship.
You do have a right.
I don't.
Hey,
I am supposed to respect it. Respect
people are sleeping
together. Mambo
Do
ya
not.
wachana.
Let them remain in their bedroom.
Yeah. Don't tell them anything. At the end of the day, you will be the bad person.
If two people are fighting
Hmm.
and they are really fighting,
Let
and you
them-
try get in between that fight,
You're the one
you
who
will
gets
be beaten.
hurt.
So you have to allow.
You pull this other person.
No. Let them
The
fight.
person can swing a blow. It hits you.
Let
Look
them
at Russia
fight.
and look Ukraine. They are fighting. If any of the other NATO powers get in, they are going to be beat. And that's what that guy is waiting for. Similar to relationships. If two people
Because the
are
relationship is
fighting, it's
different.
even worse.
Hey.
Two people are fighting. Let me tell you, a wrong perspective, something wrong is wrong. No matter how many times you sugarcoat it, no matter how many times you do it, it's still wrong. These two people, Atanasema, and if someone beats me, that's love. That is not love.
That's not
Love in itself is pure.
It's
It's
pure.
a pure thing. Submission is also pure in itself. But these other things that people are trying to vex in between to give themselves a coating or something to like make themselves feel comfortable is what is polluting the whole idea. So again, you have to submission. It's not a bad thing. Even when you're starting a relationship, you have to ungesture. There's something called trial version. Ungesture this thing. See the outcome. If the outcome is not what, again it said you submit to your master. That is the person you've chosen to be your master. So if you choose a danderhead to be your master, you then be father. You have to there are so many things. There are so many angles you can look at this thing.